Hi guys, it's Colette. Welcome to our wee coffee and chat. This is an update on the soul video that went up, and I said, can we help these souls? Mainly on that, but other things are kind of okay. Quite cold here at the moment. Just trying to keep warm, get some work done, do bits on the book, and look forward to the spring, really. But anyway, if you want to get a wee coffee or tea or juice and join me, that would be good. I've got a few notes here because I've got a wee bit of brain fog and I don't want to miss anything. So the first thing I'd like to say is thanks to everybody who helped out with or commented on the video about the COVID souls. To tell you what happened after I put the video up, I'll put some things in perspective. Basically, I have a held for review folder that catches sort of things that aren't so nice, and also people that are maybe unsubscribing and want to tell me what they think of me before they unsubscribe. But it will catch other keywords and stuff too, so I tend to go to that first, because sometimes someone will have put up a comment that's perfectly okay, but they'll have just one of the words in it that holds things for review. So I go there first, and after the video on how can we help the souls went up, I went in there and there was nothing held that was actually about the video itself. No videos that maybe were held for certain keywords. All that had been held was people that had sent to let me know that they were going to unsubscribe. And the reason those got caught in it was because they basically said things like, you are whatever they wanted to say to me, and you are in a COVID cult, or you're blah this, you're blah that. Anyway, basically those that were held that were for unsubscribing were then just deleted, and there was nothing left in the for review folder. So when I went to the comments, there were amazing comments and they were going really well, and then a few people started saying that they were very upset because their comments had been removed, and immediately, you know, I can understand it. Colette's removed the comments. Now, I had not removed any comments at all. All I had removed basically was the unsubscribed people that were vile, to be honest. Not all of them were, but there was a few that, yeah, I'm happy I'm on the channel anymore. I don't need subscribers like that. But it happens, you know, it's part of being part of YouTube. So anyway, there are a few people that had said they had made a comment about whether the virus was natural or in some way manufactured, and that they felt that I shouldn't have taken their comments off. Now, I wouldn't have for that, because I think there's quite a broad spectrum here that we don't know things about the COVID virus. So, you know, I wouldn't have stopped that. In fact, my husband Jim has the opinion that it was manufactured and all sorts of things. So that's not something I would have put in a hold for review file in any way. So the more people that added on saying that, you know, before I'd got back to it, that they'd they felt let down by me or whatever, I actually felt a surge of annoyance and anger, and was like, why do you think I've done this? You know, what is happening here? Why do you think I would remove that? And I was really quite upset from it, but it came from a place of already seeing and reading a few people that had just said what they thought of me and were unsubscribing. So I really was like, I have to let people know this was not me. So I did, and in no uncertain terms, and people then were very, very good, like, sorry, it was like just the first thing to think of. And then someone else had said, I've had comments that haven't gone up before on other channels. And then a few other people saying, well, I had a similar comment and it didn't show up, it was taken down. Now, I did not even see these comments. They must have literally gone up. And within the 2 hours that it took for me to get back to it, must have come down. Excuse me. So it was a big awakening that there were quite a few people had made a similar comment, all on one thing, about the virus. Excuse me. And those comments had been taken down by YouTube. There's no other way to say it because I didn't do it. Nobody else has access to my channel. And that kind of upset me a wee bit. One of the reasons was that I had made the point of not monetizing the video in any way. If you monetize a video, you have to jump through hoops because they do checks on it. And the minute they see something they don't like, they demonetize it, and they can also give you a strike against your channel. Now, I don't know if you know it, but 3 strikes with YouTube and you're out. And, you know, for 6 years work, I thought, God, if I had monetized that and, you know, people had complained or YouTube hadn't liked what I was talking about, my channel could have gone overnight. And I thought, oh my God. And I got quite low about it, I must admit, like, partly feeling that, first, that people were getting comments that weren't getting through on a good wee channel. And I knew nothing about it until they told me. And okay, they may have thought it was me that doing it, and that wasn't that pleasant, but that's all sorted now. You know, there's been a lot of kindness shown when I kind of lost the plot about it wasn't me. But it does mean that it's shown that comments to do with certain issues about the virus will not get through. So I'm hoping if you're listening to this and you do put a comment and it doesn't show up, that please know it's not me that's taking it down, unless it's aggressive, unless it's putting folk down. If it's just normal discourse, then fair enough. It's a hard one, it really is. I didn't think of walking away from the channel, but I had that feeling of instability in it, that the work I'd built up could be gone just because of trying to do something good for souls. But as I say, it was mainly based on the unsubscribers that had been quite nasty, and then realising that, you know, even the things that I choose not to let come up in the channel, which, believe me, are quite vile. It's not as though I've got tight guidelines. It's not. The keywords and stuff are insulting, and downright vile at times, and the phrases, so they don't get through. But the fact that people were commenting and their comment just was whipped, is very annoying, because I think it was an important video to do, and I think what comes out of it is important as well. But just to let you know that it was a bit of a downer, the whole thing. But then I went back and I read everybody's comments, and they were amazing. Firstly, a lot of people weren't aware of the situation and were glad that I'd alerted them, which was great. But there were a lot of healers and shamanic practitioners, etc., that were aware of it and were doing their own work already, which was fantastic. And there were a lot of people that saying, I don't know how to give healing, I don't know what to do, but if you could guide me with a prayer or something, that would help. And then I was aware that there so many people watch the channel, all different levels of healing and magical work, etc. So I came to the conclusion, there's a few people said they prefer to work on their own, and that's fine, that's great. The fact that you're doing work for these souls is all that matters. But for those of you that do want to maybe have some sort of focus, basically I've done a video for Sunday, quite a short one, on the rose, and basically it has the rose receiving your energy and a prayer or words that you can say if you're not sure of your own words, or you don't need to do anything I suggest. There's no rules. If you want to use the words, use them, and if you don't, that's fine too. But for those of you that want to help out, the rose will be there, and I'm hoping that we can go back to it. Maybe I think Sunday's a good day that we can go back to it and maybe update comments of how we're feeling, and if we did it at least for a few weeks till we see where we're going with this. Remember, if you don't think you're a healer, you probably can still send your good thoughts, your good vibes, light energy, always light, always a sense of raising vibration through goodness. And that video will be up on the Sunday coming, which is great. Let me see if I've missed anything. So join in if you want, and don't if you don't want to. But I know people are working on their own. People want to maybe feel that they're more focused with a few people. So Sunday's the day that I'll be focusing on the rose. I probably won't be doing new videos on it, but I'll go back and comment on the rose video that goes up on Sunday, and I hope you will too. Let's see. Had a few notes, as I say. Have I missed anything? Nope, I don't think so. So that's the stuff about the rose. Thank you for people that were sending me prayers and stuff for Benji, because he does seem to have turned a wee corner. I really thought he was dying. But he had about 3-4 weeks where he just was sleeping all the time and not doing so great. And then about 4 or 5 days ago, he just got up, ate his dinner. Has to be all mashed up for him, and sometimes hadn't fed, but he ate his dinner, drank loads of water, went out for a pee, came back in, decided that my seat was where he wanted to be rather than on his pillow, and has been a wee pest ever since. But he's my wee pest and Jim's wee pest, and we love him, so he can be a wee pest as long as he's still here. So thank you very much for that. Anybody that sent love and support for Benji, because I really thought we were losing him. He is 13, and to put it, he's a lasso apso, but he was kind of the runt of the puppies. He's quite small for a lasso, quite kind of spindly and sparkly. He doesn't weigh that much, so when he loses weight and he's not well, it definitely shows up. I think I've been talking too much, so thank you for that. I'm looking forward to just chugging along with the videos. As I said, I'm just going to be doing them when I feel I can and when I'm up for it, which means they might not be as regular. When I say they're going to be regular, they never are. And when I say they're not maybe going to be regular, they tend to be regular. So it just means that there's no pressure on me to do a video, and that you'll enjoy them when they come. But there is a good weekly tarot card coming for the week ahead, Monday the 14th. And my book, Love Lessons, the Kindle, Love Lessons, and its subtitle is Find Love, Keep Love, Be Love. It's a book generally on love. yes, romantic relationships, but also all love relationships, and eventually through working your way through even self-love, etc., becoming love yourself. And because it's Valentine's Day, don't believe in the capitalism of it, I must admit, but um, I'm putting my book up for zero for free from I think the 12th and to about the 15th. And if you've not read that wee book, I'm sure you will enjoy it. It's not a long book. I think it's only about 25,000 words, but I did enjoy it. I enjoyed writing it because it was specifically about developing yourself and finding the right love, and then being aware of how to keep the love going within personal relationships, families, and then the understanding of the spiritual being of love. It actually was such a focused book that I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it didn't take me a long time to read it. So it's there for free. I'll put the link below this video directly to it on Amazon. And if you want a wee copy, then it's free. So that's my wee gift for a non-commercial Valentine's Day. You get something for free. Jim's doing a wee bit better. He's been quite tired, but he's 65 this year, and those of you that have known us for so long since we had the shop, blessed be, and whatever we were, it just seems crazy that he's 65 coming up this year. So we're beginning to realise that, you know, we do cherish every day, but you know, we're looking forward to spending more time together and understanding joint hobbies more. That tends to come when I'm talking about herbs and stuff. So yeah, he's doing not bad. We've still got 2 long COVIDs in the family, which is not ideal, but they are actually getting there, which is interesting. Peak flows are starting to go up a bit now that they've had steroid inhalers, so for a wee while. So fingers crossed that that will continue. My grandson's just a wee darling. He's had every bug going, even the chicken pox a few weeks ago. It's just a wee darling, the light of our life. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in a few days, and hopefully we can get back to more normality. Hopefully, and I hope that your lives are going fine. We've to be -5 here tonight, so we'll be closing down and keeping things nice and warm for the day. I hope you keep warm where you are. I know that fuel prices and electricity prices are going up, and my heart goes out to those that have to choose food or heat or food. That's just not the way that the world should be at the moment. It's definitely not. But look after yourselves, keep warm, maybe eat warm soups and stuff, things that will keep the warmth going, and good nutrition. I definitely like soups at this time of year. I made a lovely one last week. It was sweet potato, lentil, garlic, a wee bit of garlic, and what else did it in it? Yeah, basil, and I think that was it, and some other herbs. Oh, and it was so good. It was just lovely. Oh yeah, I used oat milk in it because I had no coconut milk, and you know, it actually tasted nice. It wasn't as sweet as when I've used the coconut milk in it, so I would definitely use oat milk again more than the coconut milk that I've put in it before. It just made it just a wee bit more nutty as such. It's weird, but really lovely soup. So yeah, keep up the soups. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, sorry about talking about the cold, keep yourself safe from the sun. For those of you in New Zealand and Australia, I do think of you too. So another wee coffee and chat. Sorry, it was a wee bit low at the start, but I needed to get over why I was so annoyed last week when the comments had been removed. And actually more annoyed that it was being blamed on me when it had nothing to do with me. But as I say, these things happen. You know what I think is annoying about it? It's like, do we think twice now before we put up a video that might be a wee bit controversial um, to YouTube? And what is controversial? You know, we may want to talk about other things and magically or whatever. Do they become controversial once your channel's been flagged up? I don't know, but I'm just going to keep my head down. As I say, anything to do with these souls will not be monetized, so hopefully it won't need as many checks. But I do believe that some comments may still not get through, so possibly avoid the origin of whatever you think. Okay. Right, so I'm going to enjoy my coffee and get these uploaded, and look forward to the weekly tarot card for the week ahead, because it's I've just done it and it's looking good. And also the rose healing for the souls will be up on Sunday. It means there'll be no mediumship this Sunday, but we'll start again the following Sunday for it, okay? So let me know how you're doing. It's lovely when we get loads of comments, even if it's just a few words. I appreciate them all, and I normally heart them all. You know, I do read them all. So thank you for that, and I look forward to seeing how many copies of Love Lessons are lifted free of charge as a gift. So many blessings now. Take care. Bye.